Fresh updates are coming in again concerning the ongoing legal situation surrounding Nnamdi Kanu, and this latest development has added not a serious twist to an already long and dramatic courtroom journey. What just happened inside the court is not just another routine adjournment. It has raised new questions, sparked new reactions, and once again placed this case at the center of national conversation. As many of you already know, this case has been moving through the Nigerian legal system for years. There have been hearings, delays, strong arguments from both sides, emotional reactions from supporters, and firm positions from the government. But now, a fresh legal application that was recently presented has been struck out by the court. The judge ruled that the request did not meet the required legal standard. In simple terms, the court said the application was not properly filed in a way that the court could consider. Please make sure you like this video and subscribe right now, because this discussion is going to open your eyes to what may happen next. The application in question was related to his detention location. His legal team had asked for certain adjustments, arguing that the current situation affects access and preparation. However, the court did not agree with the manner in which the request was brought forward. Once the court strikes out an application, it means it cannot proceed in that form. It does not automatically end the entire case, but it closes that particular request unless it is properly refiled. Now, this is where things get more interesting. Inside the courtroom, there were also reports of disagreements between legal representatives. At one point, a lawyer indicated a desire to withdraw from representation due to internal differences. When such issues happen during an ongoing high-profile trial, it naturally creates tension and attracts public attention. People begin to ask questions. Is the defense team united? Will there be changes in strategy? Could this affect the speed of the appeal process? Like this video and subscribe if you want continuous real-time updates explained in clear English. Let us break this down carefully so everyone can understand. When someone is convicted and sentenced, the next legal step is usually an appeal. An appeal is not a fresh trial. It is a request for a higher court to review what happened in the lower court. The defense may argue that certain procedures were not properly followed or that the law was not correctly interpreted. That is where this case is now focusing attention. The current conviction and life sentence remain in place unless overturned by a higher court. That is the legal position as it stands. But the appeal process can take time. During this period, every small courtroom development becomes major news because people are watching closely. Supporters believe strongly that the conviction should be reviewed. They argue about fairness, due process, and constitutional rights. On the other hand, government representatives maintain that the rule of law must be respected and that the court has delivered its judgment based on evidence presented. This is why emotions are high. This case touches on legal issues, political discussions, regional identity, and national unity. It is not just a simple court case anymore. It has become a symbol of larger conversations happening across Nigeria. If you appreciate balanced reporting like this, pause for a second, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps this platform grow. Now let us talk about what surprised many observers. When the recent application was struck out, some expected a long argument or heated exchange. Instead, the court moved swiftly. That speed caught attention. Legal analysts are now discussing whether the defense team will immediately correct the errors and resubmit the request or focus entirely on the appeal process. Another important issue is location. There have been conversations about where he is being held and how that may affect access to legal counsel. Family members have raised concerns publicly. However, detention arrangements are generally managed by authorities based on security and administrative decisions. Courts typically focus strictly on legal procedures unless there is a constitutional violation clearly established. Let us also understand something very important. Court drama does not always mean shouting or physical confrontation. Sometimes, the real drama is in the legal arguments, technical filings, and strategic moves behind the scenes. A single legal mistake can delay proceedings. A single procedural argument can shift the direction of a case. And that is why many legal observers say the next few weeks will be very critical. Like this video and subscribe if you want me to continue breaking everything down step by step, what happens next. The most likely next step is that the appeal will move forward. The appellate court will review the trial record. They will examine whether the law was properly applied. They will consider arguments from both defense and prosecution. After that, they may uphold the conviction, reduce the sentence, overturn it, or order a retrial. Those are generally the possible outcomes in an appeal process. Now, here is where it becomes even more interesting for viewers. Public reaction plays a role in shaping national conversation, even though it does not directly decide court outcomes. When citizens speak online, when commentators analyze the case, when civic groups issue statements, it keeps the matter in the spotlight. That spotlight increases attention and sometimes increases pressure for transparency. However, it is important to say clearly that courts are expected to operate independently. Judges are guided by law and evidence, not social media reactions. That is the principle of judicial independence. Still, we cannot ignore reality. High-profile cases always carry public weight. Many Nigerians are asking one major question. Could there ever be a political solution outside the courtroom? In some historical cases around the world, governments have chosen dialogue. In other situations, governments have insisted on completing the legal process without negotiation. At this moment, there has been no official announcement of any political resolution. The matter remains within the judicial system. Make sure you like this video and subscribe because we are keeping this discussion factual, clear, and professional. Another angle that viewers should understand is the constitutional debate. The defense has previously raised arguments about how the arrest and return to Nigeria were conducted. These arguments form part of the broader appeal discussion. When such constitutional questions arise, appellate courts take them seriously because they affect legal precedent. Legal precedent simply means the standard that future cases may follow. If an appellate court rules strongly on a constitutional issue here, it could influence future cases beyond this one individual. So this is not just about today's headline. It may affect tomorrow's legal framework. Observers are also watching to see how quickly the appeal hearing will be scheduled. Court calendars can be crowded. Administrative procedures must be followed. Written briefs must be submitted. On day, each side must present structured arguments. This process requires patience. And during that waiting period, every courtroom appearance becomes headline news. Let us talk briefly about national stability. Whenever cases like this dominate discussion, leaders often call for calm and lawful expression of opinion. Peaceful engagement is always encouraged in democratic societies. Stability is important for economic growth, social development, and investor confidence. That is why responsible communication matters at this time. Please take 1 second now to like this video and subscribe. It helps us continue bringing you detailed, responsible updates. Now, many viewers are asking whether there could be temporary relief while the appeal is ongoing. In some legal systems, appellants can request bail pending appeal. However, such requests are not automatically granted. Courts consider factors such as seriousness of the offense, likelihood of success on appeal, and risk considerations. There has been no confirmed approval of such relief at this time. Another developing conversation concerns legal representation. If there are changes in the defense team, that could influence strategy. Sometimes a new legal team brings a different approach. They may focus heavily on constitutional grounds. They may narrow arguments to technical legal errors. Strategy matters greatly in appellate litigation. As this unfolds, analysts are advising the public to separate verified facts from speculation. In high-profile cases, rumors spread quickly. Responsible reporting requires focusing only on confirmed court actions and official statements. And that is exactly what we are doing here. Like this video and subscribe if you value clear, understandable legal explanation without confusion. In summary of where things stand right now, the conviction and life sentence remain legally active. A recent application related to detention conditions was struck out. The appeal process is expected to proceed. Public reaction continues across different regions. No final resolution has been reached. This story is far from over. The big question many are quietly asking is this: will the appellate court decision, whenever it comes, calm tensions or create a new wave of debate? That is something only time will reveal. For now, the nation watches. Legal teams prepare their documents. Supporters wait. Critics observe. Government officials maintain their position. And the judiciary continues its process step by step. This is real-time legal history unfolding.